We're not supposed to speak to every single man or cry to every single man. But if Alex comes and cries to me, I know this is a very serious situation because he's never cried and men don't cry like that. So I won't look at it like how you look at it. I'll look at this as my boy's got to a level where he's crying to me now. We need to figure out what's going on. We need to come to a resolution. So crying to women, I will not lose respect for him. In actual fact, I'm going to gain so much more respect for him because I know he's showing me emotion he's never saw. What we've gotten from you guys is that he can cry, but he has to know when to cry, and he can't cry too much. And if he cries too much, he needs to. So that's too many slight caveats for him.
You're right.
I just got to be able to cry to you, and you can't tell me what I can cry about and how long I cry about. If you tell me I can be emotional to you, you don't get to tell me what I can be emotional about. This is why I just say, just don't cry, bro. Alex can cry to me.
Talking. Sorry, just quickly. Sorry, just talking about earlier. We were talking about leadership and 50-50 and bosses and this, that, and the other. If you're a man and you cry over, not a loss or what I said before, to your partner, you've demonstrated the inability to be stable. You've demonstrated that you can't be trusted. You've demonstrated that you can't be a leader. You can't be followed. Because if you're being followed and then it gets peak and then you're depressed or whatever the situation is and you're crying, how can someone follow?
It's like we don't see presidents crying. Like, you don't see leadership. You don't see the CEO of a company crying. Well, unless it's a woman. Sometimes.
But it doesn't mean he doesn't. Because you don't see it doesn't mean they're not crying. Though.
No, you're right. But that's what I'm saying. They don't do it in front of the people they're leading. Men are supposed to Men are supposed to lead women. So you don't see the CEO go into a company meeting and start crying. It's the same thing with, like, if I know some people do the 50-50 thing, but if you want to be in a more traditional relationship where you follow the man you're with, then he shouldn't go to the person he's leading and cry.
Of course not. I wouldn't agree.
100% understand your point, but I feel like she was saying, like, you're allowed to be vulnerable until it's time.
You're human.
Until it's time for you to pick yourself up. Like, I feel like in a relationship, depending on yours and guys' boundaries, obviously, like, if you follow more traditional methods and etc., like, you're allowed to be vulnerable. If your partner says that's okay with you, you can be vulnerable for that time being and then pick yourself up. Like, it's cool.
Yeah, but the whole point is that each girl is different. And so it's kind of like rolling the dice. Like look at this from a guy's perspective. Me, I said every 2 years. She said, you could do it 3 days, 4 days, whatever it is. But every girl is different. And so it's like, for one girl, she might be okay with it this long. For another girl, she might be okay with it this long. So it's like, why risk it?
Even the girls that say it's okay. Listen, that sounds nice. That sounds nice. And it's very emotionally intelligent and it's beautiful. The girls don't even know that they've lost something for you. They've lost.
It's called the ick.
The attraction.
No, they get the ick.
Yeah, they get the ick. Or whatever that thing is that made them feel comfortable in your leadership or your presence or your even partnership, whatever. Whatever that thing is, they've lost it. They didn't even know it happened. Men,
it can come
stay
from
focused on your purpose.
I know.
You can cry. He
tied his shoelace with a bunny ear over like a baby does it, and I'm just like, ick. He's never coming near me ever.
So now you see the problem we have, right?
So like, it's both ways.
So why would he risk that? Like, why wouldn't he just say, you know what? In general, I'm going to try not to cry in front of her. If it happens, it happens. But in general, unless it's super serious, I'm not going to.